Right, hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Kerry Ann. I'm your tarot reader today, and I've had a bit of a download on a song. I haven't wrote a script. I've just done a spread. I've just made a Pacific spread out for health and well-being. So I want to look into Rihanna. Now, I know there's been talks in public things, but I don't have this song playing in my head. And I'm like, I haven't really listened to Rihanna, to be fair. So I Want You to Stay, which was 2012 that she brought it out. So this is 13 years ago. I know that's not an original song, so that's not her original song. I understand that. But I just wanted to get, I just felt like when I thought about Rihanna, I felt a bit of sadness going on here, or something that's not something going on internally. I am not doing her relationship. There's plenty of other tarot readers that's done that. But what I want to look into is we're going to look into the core energy, the blocks, and what the current icon needs right now, and how in the fan base how we can support her. So this is going to be a little bit of, I don't know. It's going to be a dive. So at the moment, I'm doing Galaxy Star Tarot. So let's have a look. So their current physical and mental, their core energy, right? So we're going to look into their core energy right now. So what's going on with Rihanna? Is she okay? What's going on with Rihanna? What's going on with Rihanna? Energy right now, her core energy, what's going on? So let's have a look at her core energy. So core energy, six of wands. Oh, that looks good. Strength. Right, okay. So how she's showing up in the public eye is, that she's managing, she's doing okay, right? But I'm concerned with the High Priestess. Move these cards there so you can see. I'm concerned about that. There's definitely something going on internally inside of her. Yeah. So how she physically showing up is that I'm, quite successful. She's getting, she's getting the acknowledgement. So I feel her name is going to be more in the public eye right now, and she's showing some very Dutch courage and strength, right? But there is something going on internally. Okay, so her physical well-being. Let's have a look at her physical well-being in this. Let's have a look at her. Oh, bugger. Bloody cards. Let's have a look at her physical well-being. Right. Physically something is happening in her physical. So think of Pentacles. Pentacles is about earthbound stuff, right? So we got dreams are starting to feel shattered. Okay, so something's getting uncovered here. We've got the Tower moment. So there's a breakdown happening in her physical world, which is causing an internal struggle here, right? This could be for emotions as well. So we can look at that as the emotional, what was holding her together. Okay, so there is some form of breakdown, right? Physically, mentally. So mentally, so what's going on mentally for her in her mindset here. Okay, so there's definitely something going on. Ace of Pentacles. There's a block mentally. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to discuss it. I see man trouble happening. I didn't think I was expecting that. I feel reserved. I don't really want to engage, or don't want to I don't really want to engage. I'm holding on to the physical aspects and trying to start again. I want to try to start again, but there's potentially a feeling hold back and stuck in her current situation, which is affecting her mentally. Okay, the blocks, what's currently draining or challenging them. I think we've already sort of labeled that. Let's do, we're going to look into the shadow aspect has come up. So we need to do the shadow. So, okay, blocking and draining. Shame and guilt. Feel them without judgment. Mistakes do not define your worth. So she feels like something she's done on that as create. Looks like her as well. Allegedly, this is entertainment purposes only, right? Okay, but there's some shame and guilt. There's something that there's regrets. There's regrets here of choices she has made. Okay, she needs to be a bit more compassionate with herself and just ride the storm at the moment. So there's a bit of chaotic stuff going on in her personal life and in her in her mental state of well-being. Okay, but then if you've just, I mean, when you've got like kids of such a young age and she's had them one after another, I mean, that's a challenge in itself as well. So it can cause chaos as well. So I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to read cards. Okay, so the release, what they need to let go of for healing. Well, I think she needs to let go of the shame and the guilt and just ride with whatever is happening for her, to her. But let's pull some cards surrounding that. Okay, so Five of Swords is the conflict. So I feel like there's not necessarily competitiveness, but it's like the arguments is causing more mental problems, so someone is sniping at her energy here. It's not about winning. I got in my head, it's not about winning. It's about using your qualities and your skills that you have got. It's almost like they're encouraging her to be more independent. I feel like she's relying on something, and that's creating more mental conflict in her life, as well as in her as a public figure and stuff like that. So for her to be able to heal this shame and ride the wave and just let it go, and let go of the regrets and stuff, and be a bit more compassionate about what she's achieving. So I feel she has quite a lot of high expectations of herself sometimes, but she's becoming more self-reliant. So I feel like Rihanna is kind of losing herself a little bit and what she stood for in the past. Okay, so I feel like there's conflict. She's still very grounded in what she's doing, but I feel like she needs to be a bit more independent in her choices and what she's deciding to do for herself. Okay, so relationship with her fans. So let's have a look, right? So right, so the icon current need, what they secretly need most right now for the public, as the public. There's something she wants to take off, and that's blocking her. I feel she feels very in tuned into the correct. She's regretting some stuff around the music and that. I don't know if I said this before. Maybe, I don't know. I know she was focusing very much in her home. But I just get the feeling she wants to start again. So I don't know if she wants to be publicly making music or doing something, but she feels stuck. But then she's got young children, so that can really past memories that she's holding on to, that she wants to change for the future. So I do feel like her current icon need is that she wants to start singing again. That's how I feel with the Eight of Wands. It's like she wants to take actions around her music. So I don't know if that's the regret of like, because she's successful in other places. I don't know a lot about her, but yeah, I know that she's built an empire of her own, brand and stuff, but I don't feel that's working as well as it was before internally. I don't know about outwardly, but I'm seeing internally. Right. How is the current fan energy affecting them? Or the negative Nancy's of the world? How is this affecting them? It's making her feel more trapped in her environment, where she becomes self-obsessive over things. So it's not helping her at all. There's the world. So I see that as self-sabotage. She wants to try and bring more positive influences. Maybe this is where she's getting drawn to her music now. I see like a divide going on with these two characters here. So maybe she feels divided from her fan base now. Maybe she feels she's turned her back a bit on them, and that's where the regrets has. Although, if you're a fan, you're a fan. I'm just, again, allegedly, okay? So I feel she wants to change that. She wants to bring back that fan base here. Okay. The most helpful action a fan can do for her now, it's not about fighting her battles, but maybe just like with encouragement and things, okay? Because at the end of the day, Rihanna's got to do what she's got to do. Right, so the most helpful physical action a fan can take from her. Try to be a bit more understanding in her current situation. I think it's about her life is transitioning. She's transitioned into a mothering role and that. So I feel it's like just give her a chance to settle in her role and settle where she is. I think everything is up in the air. Again, I'm not like, and this is causing more problematic things. So she's struggling, she needs to be able to get set in her roles and balance. It's a bit like, when you settle into a job, isn't it? It takes a while for you to get accustomed to it. But I do feel like, and give her a bit more of a chance there, okay? Why she makes her other choices and decisions. I do feel that Rihanna's going to be branching out, and I do feel like there will be music in the future. I know she has done a few music things, but like I said, I don't really follow Rihanna, right? So yeah, so no force for change. I think it's just like let her transition, let her do what she needs to do right now. She's trying to figure out things there. Okay, so which is interesting. It is interesting. So tell me more about the music. I mean, we could look into that if you want. Just let me know. If I don't get no answers, I won't look into it. But if I get comments, I will. I need more than one comment. So yeah, so even if you put a like to that comment, that's great. Yeah, so I know that I'm on the right track. Right, okay. Fruits of labor. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor. Become rich. Gain in, now rich could mean enrichment in anything. So I think she's just trying to ground her energy at the minute. And she's trying to sort a few things out in her personal life, whether that's family, whether that's a relationship and stuff. I feel like she's just trying to work through those things first, okay? And she just needs time to adjust to that. Pretty much what I'm repeating now. Perfect fit, find the right path that fits. Yeah, so she's trying to find herself again, okay? And while she goes into that transition. So Rihanna seems okay. I think she's just like us when we're making life, you know, settling into our roles. It can have a knock-on effect in other ways, you know. So I don't think it's just on her relationship per se. I think there's other underlying stuff that's going on with Rihanna, okay? And she just needs to ride this storm right now and not have to, you know, and if, you know, allegedly, right? So that shame and guilt of like, you know, stop judging yourself too harshly, Rihanna, you know? Cut yourself some slack. You're doing amazing. Yeah, you're doing the best you can. That's my advice to Rihanna. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. And obviously, if you want me to go into, like, to see what music that Rihanna's going to go into, could we have a nose? I'm still working behind the scenes with my deck. So I haven't finished that yet, but all in good time. Anyway, take care. See you soon.